Welcome back to the 9th gym program. As you can see, I still haven't gotten better lighting for my green screen. It's so bad. I will get good lighting one day. I got this little thing. It only lights me up. It doesn't light up the whole thing. Anyway, what are we doing today? Well, I'm going to start looking into some Series 7 team building. As you can see here, I already have a couple of little things that I've done. A couple of little creations that I've made. 3 cores here so far. You know, they're all kind of similar, have similar things, at least these two. So the first one that I made was Sandrush Dracovish, and this team's almost complete. Actually, it appears to be complete, except for this little thing here. But yeah, so let's go ahead and look at what kind of where I've gone with some of my team building stuff so far, this format. So for Series 7, you know, a lot of people are thinking Lando and Koko is going to be really strong. You know, not always together, but you know, regardless, both those Pokemon are ridiculously good Pokemon. You know, you have Lando Heatran, has Intimidate, AV, you know, very strong physical Pokemon. I went AV, so you have to go 4 attacks. This is going to be my Dynamax target most of the time for this team. It's going to be this or this 99% of the time. 1% is going to be Heatran or Tyranitar. 0% is Dracovish and Cresselia. They're not going to be maxing. Why would they max? Anyway, Cresselia is still an optional Pokemon for this team. I wanted to go for a support Pokemon, something that can kind of deter Trick Room, and you know, Cresselia can come in when Trick Room's set and just like reset it with Trick Room. Can be a good usage for that. But it also has, you know, like really cool things like Skill Swap for like Heatran or even Tyranitar, so that can be cool. And even Tapu Koko actually as well. So yeah, Cresselia, you know, Skill Swap will Levitate is definitely pretty useful for these for this core that I have here. So that's cool. But the other core here is Lando Koko. You know, Lando does a lot of damage. It's going to be usually a very typical Dynamax for this team, having strong max Airstreams, max Quakes, max Rock Falls, max Punch. It's pretty cool. And then we have Tapu Koko, who's going to be also like a Life Orb Pokemon, a very great Dynamax target. Protect, since we have Life Orb, which is cool. Volt Switch to switch out, but then just 2 really strong moves. Now, Rousing Voltage actually has a 140 base power as a Dynamax attack, which is pretty crazy. That's his actual base power. And its surge is doubled. I believe it hits 70 and then doubled. It's very insane. So this Pokemon, why is this Pokemon so good? Well, it has an insane base speed at 130, you know, only really being outsped by, well, it's on the same speed tier as Jolteon, which is really, really fast. Only really being outsped by, like, you know, Sandrush this guy, or, you know, Choice Scarf this guy, or, like, Dragapult. You know, Tapu Koko has a good time in the meta. I think it has a really good time in the meta, so it's pretty good. Outspeeding things like Cinderace, I think Cinderace will see play once again, now in Series 7. So that's good. Outspeeding Lando Therian, pretty good stuff. I went for a physical Tapu Koko, even though it's special, or I went for a special Tapu Koko, even though its physical attack is better. But, you know, Lando Therian, we have a lot of Incineroar, Lando. Too much Intimidate. I wanted Tapu Koko to just be consistent. You know, we've seen special Tapu Koko for a while. There's nothing new there. So yeah, it's pretty much that guy. So Lando, Koko, they're going to be, you know, one of them is going to be brought every game. As the optimal Dynamax Pokemon. Most of the time, I mean, a blanket statement, it's usually going to be Lando, probably. I think, you know, Tapu Koko is really good for deterring, like, Amoonguss, like, good for, you know, having terrain. It's good to have a terrain. But both these Pokemon don't have to Dynamax, which is another really good thing about these Pokemon. So, yeah, I don't really want to talk about these guys too much, but it is going to be a core that you're going to see a lot, even on, like, this core that I have already built over here. Lando Koko it's pretty consistent. It's really all I'm saying. So now on to the meat and potatoes of this team. Other than the actual meat and potatoes, we have the other set of meat and potatoes. You like that saying? I don't really like it, but I'm saying it anyway. So Dracovish and Tyranitar. As you know, we have the Dracovish. As you know, we have the ability patch coming out, which gives you access to those hidden abilities to Pokemon that usually could not get them as hidden abilities. You could only receive this Pokemon as a fossil. Now we have the ability patch giving us Sandrush Dracovish. Pretty interesting. Honestly, I have no idea if I'm going to like that or not, but I think it's pretty good. Obviously, you know, losing Strong Jaw does give you 50% lost damage on Fisher's Rend. Psychic Fangs, Crunch, moves like that. Crunch may not even land on this final set. Now that it doesn't get the boost from that, we might use something weird. Psychic Fang still might. I think, you know, a good bit of Lapras is still going to be around. You know, a lot of people are hyping it up as a Lando counter, which it is a really strong Pokemon against Lando, and just in general, and like in general, you know, putting up the screens is really good. But yes, Choice Band, Sand Rush, Vicious Wren, Dracovish. You have to partner with Tyranitar. You partner with Hippowdon or Gigalith if you want. Partner with like Tyranitar. Come on, guys. It's really good though. This, I think, you know, will be a very common first archetype, something that a lot of people will be using right off the bat because it's very strong and getting a lot of hype. A lot of people are hyping it up, and for good reason. Like I said, it's very, very strong. So that is the secondary little core here. Now, our last core is the Heatran and Cresselia. Now, this is pretty obviously a very offensive team, but you have bulky Pokemon here, you have bulky Pokemon here, here, and here. So, it has a defensive backbone, even though they're not really supportive except for Cresselia. Cresselia is pretty supportive with Icy Wind, Skill Swap, Trick Room. You could even change it up even more. You could add Helping Hand. Unfortunately, Cresselia does not get Taunt, but that's okay. You know, I've been bouncing around a lot of ideas. This is what I landed with for this team. It probably will change before it's the first team that I actually make, but this is a team that I like, and I think I'm liking it a lot so far. But once again, no testing yet. I have not tested at all. There's the sports PSIM whatever thing that you can apparently test on there. I haven't really tried that yet, but I know you can. But yeah, I mean, I think for this Pokemon, we're just gonna start off with this. Not really for any good reason other than it's fine. I'm probably gonna go for like a more like bulky spread, like something random. I don't know what yet. I haven't ran Calcs for Lando yet. I have ran a couple with 4 HP and AV. You can live a lot of really big things like Ice Beams, like strong Ice Beams, max attacks. You know, Milotic +2 Ice Beam. You can live at Dynamax with Assault Vest and 4 HP. So that's really good. So, you know, there's a lot of things that you can definitely live with this. But for now, this is how it's going to be. Because I haven't done that yet, and I want to test. Get off my screen. The highlight is annoying. So annoying there. Anyway, this is the done team for this. I mean, V1 definitely is not the final, you know, thing at all. This Heatran spread has been calculated. I've calculated the spread pretty well. Cresselia's spread was not really calculated. This was something a friend sent me. And then, yeah, I mean, this guy's just 252. This guy's just 252, and same with these. So, yeah, I mean, that's the first team that I've made. I think it's pretty good. I think it's very, you know, standard. You have Heatran and Cresselia, which is really cool. You have Lando, Therian. This guy, actually, I think this is going to be U-turn. I think having U-turn is really good, you know, especially with, like, Lando. A lot of the time you can go, like, Lando lead with Cresselia, you know, and then fast U-turn, switch into Heatran, and then pop off a skill swap onto it, which is cool. Cresselia, you could go for 0 speed. I went 0 speed here, but you don't have to. This is 81. Actually, on this team, I would not go 0 speed because we're not going to be setting Trick Room really, except for like maybe T-Tar and Heatran in the back, but it depends. There's a lot of testing to be done. There's testing to be done. Anyway, next we have Trick Room. This is the next thing that I have here. It's really cool. I'm pretty excited to use this. Cresselia, Stakataka, Incineroar. I'm a big fan of this, even though I've never really used Stakataka before. I still think it's a really strong core here. You know, we have Cresselia, which is, in my opinion, one of the strongest Pokemon coming with the DLC. It's unbelievably strong. This calculation is semi-calculated, but I definitely want to go more here. You know, Wicked Blow from like Choice Band Urshifu is going to kill this thing, which is unfortunate, but it is a thing. The reason Cresselia is so strong is because of these stats: 120 HP, 120 defense, and 130 special defense, while still being able to do pretty good at damage with here at 75 special attack, which is pretty good, and even speed at 85, which is actually really solid. Makes it a little worse for Trick Room because you still hit that 81 speed, but that's why you use Pokemon like Stakataka that have 13 speed, goes up to 18, outspeed things like Torkoal even. This is going to be your sweeper. The main sweeper of the team. You're going to probably Dynamax this Pokemon a lot of the time. You have Life Orb, you have Beast Boost. It's pretty cool. So this is not the perfect spread. Not everything is correct. But look at this. Look, so we're using Lonely, which gives us minus defense. Since the attack or the defense is so absurd, but I kind of want Beast Boost to give us more attack. So it's essentially a Moxie Stakataka. Where you have 201 defense and 201 attack. both total. So I kind of want this to be higher. So this might actually have to go down to 15. Seems cool. You know, it's weird making a Pokemon like this lose defense, but it's because of Beast Boost. Beast Boost gives you that +1 in whatever your highest stat is, which here would be attack. So I want to go Moxie. You know, it's essentially Moxie. Moxie stack attack in under Trick Room. Mighty. That's pretty good stuff. I like that a lot. I think it's cool. So that's what we're going with. Cresselia stack Attacka. I added Incineroar here as a good lead with Cresselia. You know, you have Fake Out, which is really good. Fake Out Cresselia is going to suck. But you have Mental Orb here for Taunt. This might change. It might be Colbert. It might be a Pinchberry. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I haven't built any more of the team either. So, you know, I want a fast mode. I was at first thinking just like a Tapu Koko here could be good, but then I kind of thought Lele might be pretty solid here as well, and then you could even maybe add something like Hatterene on the team. It could be weird. But yeah, also Wide Guard might change. The main reason I have it in there is for Lando, because Lando usually runs Earthquake. It's the strongest you know, ground stab for ground. I already said it. Ground stab. It's its strongest physical ground stab. It doesn't have high horsepower, which is a rip. But yeah, it's pretty good. So I like that a lot. Also, another idea that came into my mind is Tapu Bulu. Could be good. You know, you're going to want a terrain Pokemon, which is most likely the Tapus. If you don't, you're insane. And then I kind of thought about Amoonguss as well for this team, just because, you know, we're setting Trick Room anyway, which is really good. So you can have like Regenerator, Fast Spore is really strong, so really good win con. But there's a lot of Finny and Koko going around that say, hey, no Spore, sir. So I haven't decided yet, but having Tapu Bulu on the team is good as well. But then we have Dual Grass going in, since I would always want to bring Bulu, you know, the terrain resetter with Amoonguss every time, because otherwise they're going to bring out Koko or Finny and then not be able to use my Amoonguss. And now I'm kind of like, well, now I have to bring these other 4 Pokemon, and it feels bad. It feels bad. It feels bad to have to bring, you know, this kind of Pokemon here into this battle. Now, this is another reason why I was thinking maybe Lele works, you know, since it's, you know, sets a different kind of Surge as well. There's only 2 Surges that allow Amoonguss to play the game, and, yeah, it's just those 2. Now, this Pokemon's like super hyper offense. Tapu Lele is a super hyper offense Pokemon. We'll probably go Choice Scarf, you know, Expanding Force, which would be good. But at the same time, now we have Cresselia and Tapu Lele. Now Cresselia kind of wants that over Ice Beam. And I have to deal with Lando Koko some way, right? I have to deal with Lando in some form of way, and Ice Beam gets there with Cresselia. So that's kind of the idea of this team. You know, I haven't decided what else I'm going to add yet, but that's my thoughts on what I've done. A couple of people have asked me what Series 7 stuff I've delved into. I like Cresselia a lot. I think Cresselia is a really strong Pokemon. You know, having Trick Room, it's our best Trick Room setter before Lunala. So I definitely think it's a really good Pokemon to start trying something with. Now, another thing that I really want to go for, somehow some Tailwind stuff. And one of the first Pokemon I really want to try is Zapdos, because Zapdos is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time in the competitive scene and just in general. I love this Pokemon. It's really cool because it has Tailwind. But Tailwind is a move tutor move, I believe. Let me double check. Sword and Shield. I believe it is a tutor move only. And look at that. We got cool Zapdos. But we know nothing about it. Unfortunate. You know, I definitely want to know what's up with that guy. I think that'll be a really cool Pokemon. But yeah, going down here, level up. It's not Tailwind. Tailwind is not a level up move. We scroll down a little bit more. Where's Tutor Attacks? Here's Tutor Attacks. Boom, there's Tailwind. It has to be an Ultra Sun or Moon Tutor Attack, meaning who knows if we will get Tailwind Zapdos in Gen 8. Who knows? Like, maybe somebody out there knows, like, Game Freak guy knows. Pokemon Manager, the Pikachu's manager, he might know. I don't know. Tailwind, Zapdos, maybe we'll get it. But if we're trying to be setting Tailwind here, we do have one Pokemon that we know is going to have it, which is Tornadus here. Prankster, Tornadus. Pretty good stuff. It has Tailwind. Pretty good stuff. Guaranteed. It's a level up move. So we know Tornadus, Prankster, Tornadus has that at least, which is good. There's a couple of really interesting things that we can do with this Pokemon as well. It has other good moves. It has things like Swagger. It has moves like, so you could even do like some Swagger on tempo stuff. What else has on tempo? Slowbro. That's not a physical attacker. We want like a physical attacker that's bulky, something like the Mudsdale. But we don't have Muds. Well, we can use Mudsdale, but it would feel bad in this format. I think Mudsdale's not that strong. But yeah, like Tornadus, like you have Tailwind, you have Swagger, you have Helping Hand, you have a lot of really good moves with Tornadus. So Tornadus is a really reliable Tailwind setter. So if you're looking for Tailwind setters, boom, you have a Tailwind setter. Zapdos, maybe. Let's hope. I'm very hopeful for a Tailwind Zapdos. I want that really bad. Now, other things that I kind of feel like going for in this meta, I definitely want to use some Ultra Beasts. Dynamax Ultra Beasts with Beast Boost could be insane, in my opinion. So we have things like Kartana. I think this would be an amazing Pokemon. I'll probably slap a Focus Sash on it and call it a day. Once again, we don't know if we'll get Tailwind for this Pokemon, as it is a move tutor thing, which is unfortunate, but like, you know, whatever. We'll go for a Tailwind Detect, Big Punch move, Sacred Sword, and Leaf Blade probably. You know, it's good. This Pokemon is absurd. I mean, this is level 100 stats, but at 50, still an insane Pokemon. Look at these stats. 180 attack and 109 speed. This is on the same speed tier as Durant, which is a very commonly fast Pokemon, as well as having way more than its attack without even using Hustle. It's crazy. So yeah, obviously, you know, 201 is going to be our biggest thing here. No matter how you put in bulk and stuff and invest speed, we're still going to have more attack than everything, which is fine because Beast Boost is then essentially Moxie, once again, like how the one guy was, and it's looking pretty cool. So Kartana is a Pokemon I want to explore. Celesteela is another Pokemon that get out of here. Celesteela. Can I type? Celesteela is another Pokemon that I really want to explore. We have moves like, we don't get Brave Bird. Or wait, we're going to be special attacking. I think it gets Hurricane, it gets Air Slash, Air Slash, Flash Cannon, you know, some moves like that. I want to use offensive Celesteela. This is a Pokemon that I really want to be using. You know, it's one of the strongest Ultra Beasts in my opinion, and, you know, as results have shown, is very, very strong. It doesn't have like an insane special attack, but it has really great bulk. You know, you'll usually use this as like a substitute Leech Seed, you know, pain in the buttocks Pokemon that just sits there and doesn't die, and Leech Seeds up some health and then protects, and then Leech Seed and then protect and then substitute, and it's just annoying. But with Dynamax and Beast Boost, we can make it. We probably won't be able to make it attack over, but maybe we can actually. 174, but then we can't really invest into HP, but that's okay. You know, put it into 4, boom, and then we just invest into defenses until, you know, we'll check calcs. We'll check some calcs up. It's not super fast, so it's not really a Pokemon that's going to be like insane with Dynamax and stuff, but I think Dynamax Celesteela could be really promising in this gen, so I think that's cool. Other stuff, you know, things like Buzzwole is really cool. You know, it's very bulky. Once again, like, it's a very bulky, really good Pokemon for that, so that's cool as well. There's a lot of things that I have in mind for team building purposes. You know, I'm excited for a lot of these Pokemon to be good this format, and I'm excited. I think Suicune with Tailwind is another really good thing if we get tutors. Once again, let's see how it goes. You know, a little bit closer up to October 22nd. We're inching there. We're at 11th. It's the 11th. Very close now. It's pretty good stuff. Nihilego, Niluglu, Lugia. It could be good as well. It's another good Ultra Beast. I think there's a lot of promise in the Ultra Beasts that we have. You know, a lot of people are sad we got them back. I'm not really. I think they're really good Pokemon and pretty fair. They're unbelievably strong, but they're pretty fair. Like, this thing's special defense is insane. Its HP is insane. Maybe a better singles Pokemon, to be honest, but still, like, defense is really poor. You have bad defense, but that's fine. You know, you intimidate the crap out of every single other Pokemon, and you're good. Not that guy. Not using this guy. Who uses that guy? I've never seen that guy, actually. Ever. In my life. I'm just kidding. I don't think I am, though. I don't think I've ever seen that guy. Anyway, that is about it for this video. You know, I just wanted to give some thoughts on some team building stuff. First team building live stream is going to be this week for Series 7. We're going to live stream it. It'll be fun. You know, I don't have an exact day yet. Maybe it'll be the next week. Probably this week. I did like a baby live stream for Series 7. We kind of just theoried some stuff. Next time we'll actually be doing the team build. We'll actually be doing team builds. We'll be making the whole team. We'll do damage calcs. It'll be a fun time. So definitely, you know, mark your calendars. Someday this week or the next week, probably. I'm not good at scheduling stuff. Don't give me that face. Don't give me that face. I'm not good at scheduling stuff. Don't, like, come on. Anyway, that was going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Makes a huge difference. Follow me on Discord. Follow me on Twitter. Join my Discord. Don't follow me on there. That'd be weird. You know, all of the above. Watch me live. I'm live right now. Go click on that link in my description. I'm live right now. Go watch me live right now. Probably 9 out of 10 days. 9 out of 10 times on weekdays at 6 p.m. I will be live. So check it out. Anyway, this week we're gonna do a live stream for team building for Series 7. Watch it. Goodbye.